Dear IWC aficionados, it's a real pleasure to welcome you to a second series of short movies we are going to dedicate to the high watchmaking at IWC. So in the next couple of movies you're going to see, we will talk about our tourbillon retrograde, our tourbillon constant force, about other specialities like the perpetual calendar, chronographs, etc., etc. And I'm really looking forward to that, and I hope you will enjoy these short presentations.
The tourbillon. It is probably one of the most sophisticated construction in watchmaking. The first tourbillon was constructed in the early 19th century by Abraham Louis Breguet. And the goal of these watchmakers in those days was to reduce the influence of the G-forces of the Earth to have a more precise march of the watch. Therefore, the escaped men were encaged in a small cage. And this cage rotates one time in 1 minute. So we are talking about a minute tourbillon. IWC introduced his first tourbillon in the year 1993. And it was the famous Il Destriero watch in those times, the most complicated wristwatch in the world that had a tourbillon in it. And we are very, very proud that the construction of the tourbillon was made here in-house in the watchmaking school. So you can say the tourbillon of the Il Destriero Schaffhausen, it's really an IWC tourbillon. Like in those days, also today, the tourbillon construction is very, very, very hard to manufacture. So only the most skilled watchmaker are able to manufacture a tourbillon. So we are very, very proud that our watchmakers still have those skills to keep this tradition of the tourbillon alive at IWC.
For our tourbillons at IWC, we use two base calibers. The one is the hand-wound caliber, the Jones, and the other one is our famous caliber 5000, the huge automatic movement. We at IWC, we use only flying tourbillons. Flying tourbillon means it's only beard on one side, and you have the imagination when you look at the dial that there is no connection to the movement when you see a tourbillon. For our Portuguese tourbillon hand-wound, we used the classic construction base movement from 1930. With this classical construction, we had a lot of energy and space, so we were able to develop a very huge tourbillon at 9 o'clock dial side. And we had also a lot of energy, which enable us to enhance the original 2.5 Hertz of the movement to an exceptional 4 Hertz, which brings also a lot of additional precision into this movement. The tourbillon which we use on the automatic movement is the one for the Portuguese tourbillon Mystère Rétrograde. The reason why it's called Mystère is because it's also a flying tourbillon. But here very special, the so-called fixed second wheel is black coated, and with this we have the imagination that there is no connection to the base movement. The connection seems to be invisible. These features makes this watch a very special masterpiece of our collection.